Welcome back to Find Me Off at LCS. As we just saw the Power Bottom Boys get taken down by News Team Assemble in a fairly even matchup in Game 1. News Team Assemble now going to try to take the 2-0 as we are going to be going into Game 2 right here. The MVP poll is still available. Bad X Instincts, what did you think of that series?
Like I said, it was just it was early. It was a lot of early aggression on the side of PBB. Just missed the mark, and it just snowballed out of control. For Power Bottom Boys, and Midnight Wisp on the Lucian was just able to really, put NTA into the driver's seat. The positioning aspect didn't even die that game, so I mean, much there's very few things you can say about the mistakes NTA did that game.
Agreed. As I believe we are going to be getting into picking bans here now. I don't foresee Labyrinth choosing the Lee Sin. I felt like it was really underwhelming. The one early gank was actually countered by Quicksilver's. And I think that you have to, if you don't ban the Ornn, then you should probably pick the Brum, because it just seemed like that was one of the biggest problems going forward.
Yeah. I think it was a lot to do. Like I said, like we were talking about early on in the cast, the Alistar didn't really fit into anything that Power Bottom Boys had. It was just kind of there. Both the Alistar and the Lee Sin were just, they were just there. Like we didn't really see where the pick potential was, if it was going to be a pick potential, or if maybe they were setting up for some sort of kite comp or anything else like that. We didn't really get to see that. However, I do think Power Bottom Boys will have the innate ability to bounce back and to really show us why they are the number 4 team in this league. And I really, really hope they change up what they're doing right now, because at this point they have to do something uncomfortable to take out NTA and the momentum that they have right now.
Yep, bans coming out. They do ban out the Morgana differently on the side. And then the Camille lock-in for Marbles, that's gonna be a Camille top lane.
I don't think Orangers plays Camille.
Forgive us, stream. I'm just very shocked by the 2 lock-ins from News Team Assemble, as Camille is definitely not Orangers champion. Who knows? It could be a Oceanic support. I actually don't know.
Okay, so I'm getting validation that is Camille. That is not a Camille. That is a Zaya.
Oh, in the chat?
Yeah, in the pregame lobby, that is in fact a Zaya, not a Camille.
Ah.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
That was weird.
I 100%. I'm gonna go a little bit unprofessional here. I literally thought Eric had a freaking Korean account somewhere that he was just practicing all these carry top laners. All right, that is what was going on in my head. Now back to the stream. Back to the stream. That is in fact a Zaya. That is in fact
Zaya for Midnight Wisp.
80 carry for Midnight Wisp, not a Camille.
Okay, so the Rakan being taken away from the Zyrakan bot lane, a Warwick. Wait. Does that mean that's a Zyra mid lane? Or AP Rakan? What is this draft? Hold on.
I think.
Alright, that's gotta be probably a Zyra mid.
I do believe that may be a Zyra.
Now.
Oh wow! Very interesting to see that the marbles actually banned the Alawi this time.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
probably meaning that like a Malachi or some tanky boy in the top lane for or Rangers.
A more Rangers oriented pick. Yes, I 100%
Yeah.
agree.
As a Zillion is going to be coming out for the side of Oceanics. So we're looking for an 80 carry and a top lane pick right here. The Aurelia coming out. Ooh, this is really, really good for Frontlash. Aurelia is still one of the strongest picks in the league. And the Yasuo coming out. So it's going to be a Rakan Yasuo bot lane for Fudgy Ditters and Murphy Rowdet. Oh my goodness. No more ADCs here on the side of Power Bottom Boys. Like you said, they had to do something out of their comfort zone. Well, here you go. A Yasuo Rakan bot lane.
Very interesting. And the Malphite coming out from the side of the Rangers. And that's about what I expected, to be completely honest. So, the Zaya, Vi, Xerath, and Zillion, and the Malphite on the side of the Marbles, to the Zyra, Warwick, Rakan, Aurelia, Yasuo on the side of Power Bottom Boys. Marbles keeping a lot of their core their core of this build to Vi, Xerath. I feel like both of those were in really good hands, and they really took that game to the next level with the Vi, Xerath. Really glad that they're going to be making a comeback. Very interesting to see why they didn't go back to the Lucian. I guess they wanted to go ahead and change it up to where, they didn't want to give Power Bottom Boys the ability to counter everything that they had, and decided to go with another team comp themselves.
Yeah, my initial thoughts is that Power Bottom Boys are being a little bit too cute here. The Zyra, while different for the mid lane, I don't think fares well against the Xerath. The Warwick does not do well into almost any part of the comp except for probably trying to get around the Xerath and onto the Vi. Could gank the Malphite, most likely with the Aurelia. But it's kind of the same thing to where you have a mobile bot lane carry and now even more mobile top lane carry, and you just want your top laner to get ahead. But I think at some point, unless Aurelia is probably going to go, Tiamat into Trinity Force, Sterix Gauge, and Titanic Hydra eventually to deal with the Malphite in the side lane, I think just the overall team comp from News Team Assemble is just ease of execution. Have 2 point and click R's, a revive from the Zillion if any of the burst lands from the Yasuo or Aurelia. But one thing that Bottoms did secure is now they're engaged with this Rakan. I do like that, as it is flexed as a Rakan mid. I am not too sure about that. Though, if it is a Rakan mid, that is a really nice gank assistance onto a very immobile Xerath.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because if you really think about a Yasuo Zyra lane, the Zyra, will just go ahead and pull out the Zillion and the Zaya. Like Zyra will go ahead and zone them off of the creep wave, giving the Yasuo enough zone potential, or enough space rather. Sorry, enough space to go ahead and get the farm that he needs in order to become that threat. So, honestly speaking, I do really think that it is a Zyra bot. I think it's a lot easier for Yasuo, and once Zyra hits 6, we'll have that knockup available.
Yeah. Murphy Rowdet locked in Braum. Client issues, client bug. So Fudgy left the lobby.
Okay. Alright, so just some technical difficulties on the side of Murphy Rowdet. You're going to go ahead and restart the client. But that does give us a little bit more time to go ahead and talk about this champ select.
I do want to say that I believe the Zyra is more of a Murphy champion than it is a Rob champion, so I will tend to agree that it may be that AP Rakan mid. Be interesting.
And the thing is that with the Zyra, it is actually easier to hit that double knockup in the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's kind of why I'm leaning at the Zyra. However, it is still pretty early to tell, and they could just be trolling. So
Yeah. With this, let me see. With this win, if News Team Assemble goes up, they will be 10-6, basically securing themselves a playoff spot. And Power Bottom Boys will drop down to 7-9. Though if Power Bottom Boys wins, they will be at 8-8, and News Team Assemble will be at 9-7. 9-7. So it'll be
how many weeks do we have
just
left?
two.
It's just a week.
Yeah, it's just this one and next week.
Nice. Getting ready for playoff season. I'm excited. Honestly speaking, this has been one of the most competitive seasons we've had in the PMA LCS, where like the disparity isn't so high like we had last season, back in season 3, where it was like 2 or 3 teams at the very top. You had a gap, and then you had middle of the pack, and then you had a gap. Whoa. Oh. Sorry. I thought the client crashed again. But yeah. So a lot of implications here into week 8 and gonna follow into 9. So kind of interested to see where all the other games are going. I think we have a triple header.
We do have a triple header tonight. We have Sin Nudes versus They Are Here. And we have Ocean's Eagles facing Long Anime Schlongs on PMA SGN and PMA LOL respectively. PMA LOL has just gone live. Sin Nudes and TAH should be in the midst of at least Game 1, if not going into Game 2, depending on how fast Game 1 went.
Gotcha. So, if you have dual screens, or if you want to go ahead and put 2 windows up, you can definitely be having that game going on as well as this game, because of the fact that there are a lot of playoff implications and seeding placements as well. It'd be interesting to see if Sen Nudes can get their first one of the season and actually pull off some sort of upset against They Are Here. That definitely will shake things up as far as the seeding is concerned. So I'm definitely going to be going back and watching that game as soon as we're done here. So I heavily encourage everyone to do the same.
Yes, agreed. As I believe we are finally done, and it looks like they still have 10 seconds to switch this around. So we will know.
I think Zyra is a raw champion, though.
I believe it's both of them, and it will be the Zyra mid. So it will be the Yasuo Rakan bot lane as previously thought. Double Ignite and Exhaust on this Yasuo right here. So Fudgy actually not taking TP.
Midnight was still taking the TP on the 80 carry. Will not have that heal available for any ganks that may come their
Yep,
way.
and Midnight Wisp will be our Game 1 MVP, as we did not mention that as coming in, but that is your Game 1 MVP.
Very well deserved. And now looking into this team, because now we have a lot more time to actually talk about it. There's a lot of free engage on the side of NTA. It was much of the same thing that I was talking about last game with the Morgana, with the Xerath. You have a lot of free engage that you don't really need to put a body out there in order to create. A little bit different this time. They still have the Xerath. The Zillion has to land a couple skill shots for it to happen. But now, Malphite has that ability to go ahead and engage as well. But again, it's not as much free engage this time around with that Morgana ban. So I definitely foresee PBB maybe. I want to say that they need to take a little bit more into account on who's all there. There was a lot of situations last game where it spiraled out of control because of the fact that either in the top lane or in the bottom lane, there were more people accounted for NTA than there was PBB, and PBB didn't take that account. So they really need to up their vision game as well. I know Murphy Rade had the vision score on that team. However, everybody needs to contribute with their boards, their pinks. I think I didn't see the times that I did check. There were a lot of empty slots in inventories, and there could have been a lot of pinks there. So, vision is very, very important. I think that's how PBB, either claws their way back into a game that they're already behind, or they go ahead and they stem the bleeding a little bit. So I definitely want to see more vision out of the side of PBB, so that way they can make the correct plays, the correct macro movements in order to become successful this game. Otherwise, they're just going to fall the same that they did last game.
We're getting confirmation from the chat that not only is Zyra a Rob champion, but Rob is a Zyra god, apparently, as we are about to jump in to the game here. So give me your hashtag NTA win for the 2-0, or a hashtag PBB win, or just hashtag Zyra, Rob is Zyra god. Let us know what you think in chat, as we are going to be jumping into the game here for our game 2 of week 8 here between NTA versus Power Bottom Boys. Hopefully, we can see more proactive plays out of the side of Power Bottom Boys, because I think the later and later this game goes, the harder it will be for the Power Bottom Boys to execute their comp win conditions.
And something that we didn't really touch on was the Batsuo. That in a 5v5 format is a little iffy. I always say that our meta is very different from solo queue meta, as well as ranked flex meta, to that statement as well. I don't know how good the Yasuo is in the bot lane in our meta, because you're talking about 5 people that are in comms going against another 5 people in comms. So I think Fudgy Ditters needs to really put his carry pants on this game and just pop off with the Yasuo. If not, it's going to be a little bit of a harder time for PBB to get this win, but I think, honestly speaking, Labby on the Wick should put a lot of pressure into this bot lane. I mean, Midnight Wisp, they were the Game 1 MVP. That kind of tells you that he wasn't really pressured a lot in that early game in Game 1, or Game 1 at all, to be completely honest. So maybe Labyrinth goes ahead and puts a little bit more focus onto the bot lane and tries to get this Yasuo early. That's what I honestly believe will happen in this case.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to note about this Xayah Yasuo matchup is I believe if you time it correctly, the Yasuo can throw the wind wall behind him to deny the Blade Caller return, negating that CC and the damage from the Xayah. So it'll be something that we'll have to watch out for. I think in the 1v1, the Yasuo could take anybody on the team. He needs to be able to get to that point safely, to where he can get that 2-item power spike of most likely just that Phantom Dancer and IE, now with it doubling the crit chance off of that.
Do agree. Now we're going to go ahead and pop into this game. Again, I don't think there will be any invades here, especially now with no Morgana in play. However, Rob may feel so inclined to go ahead and start.
I was just about to ask, has there really been a PMAL series if we haven't had a pause? And as I was thinking it, Orangers was like, don't worry, Minbung, I got you. My computer's lagging right now, and we're going to use that as a way to where I'm going to DC in the middle of a team fight, come at a really crucial point, and then be like, my computer's lagging. Because I'm sure that's what the chat's saying right now. I'm going to go read that chat real quick. I can't read the... Oh. Eric, UI bug. He's having problems with the client. He has no interface.
I think that's something that you can change. Actually, I think there's an actual button for that. So maybe he kind of fat fingered whatever his key is, binded to. But that is actually a button in the client.
Yeah, hold on.
Just a little fun fact.
I'm trying to find something on the spectator client to where you used to be able to press A, and then it would only show like the things at the bottom.
Yeah. That's
But
exactly it. It's
I
A.
know, but mine just takes away everything.
Interesting. Did you fix it? Did
Nope.
you fix it? So you still have nothing?
Well, no, like, so if you look at the screen, you can see everything. But when I press A, it just takes everything off, so it's just a blank screen and just you see the champions. There's none of that like little stuff at the bottom.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, something interesting.
Huh. Can you can still look at builds?
Oh yeah, I can do that. But
Oh, okay. So
no, like there used to be a point to where like right here at the bottom, you used to be able to see like their health bars and stuff, and it makes it look a little bit cooler for team fights that are going on to where you take all the stuff out of there. But
yeah.
regardless, we have the Batsuo starting with the Relic Shield. No double Relic Shield, oddly enough, for this bot lane. And, going forward, I really want to see Labby seek out Quicksilvers. The Warwick at level 3 will win almost every trade with the Vi if he can get the jump on her.
Yeah, as opposed to the Lee Sin that we saw last game where didn't really want to catch the Vi pre-level 6.
Yeah, this will be probably a better lane for Ore Rangers right now. But the Conqueror in this top lane will definitely benefit as he is just fighting in this minion wave, taking Ore Rangers down to, 1/4 health right there before even the next minion wave comes, and that's without the stun being available.
That's the gameplay right there, boys. That's true damage at level 1.
Yeah.
Riot, eat your heart out.
As they will, as the stun does land, Ore Rangers having to flash away, and first blood on to front lash. We just talked about it right there. Oh, and Labyrinth finding Quicksilver's right here. Front lash not wanting to chase though, but they do swap Scuttle takes right there. And the TP being burned for Ore Rangers, who is still currently level 1. But we'll get level 2 off of some of these minions dying to tower.
Man, oh man,
yeah.
The front lash on Aurelia. This is not good.
Yep.
Especially this early into the game. I mean, gosh, to be able to do that in 3 minutes is just absolutely phenomenal. And it's actually what PBB needs as far as momentum is concerned, and maybe even like the mentality. I think front lash feels really, really good about that one, especially after last game.
Yeah, only being able to pick up boots and a longsword off of that, and not the sheen that he probably wanted to have. But, it'll be interesting to see now. Flashless tank top laner. And you need to... I think you can even dive this top laner pre-6 with the Labyrinth getting in there, probably getting the fear on, landing the stun on top. You'd have to land the CC perfectly, but it'll be interesting to see as a slight CS lead is coming down for the side of NTA, as expected in this bot lane. But
it's just range versus melee.
yep, I think unless Murphy's taken some of those stacks though, like if he's taken any CS, then it's actually a very even lane right now, because that 5 CS would be just relic stacks that were Yasuo's as well. So something we have to think about as Murphy Radette tries to find Oceanics. Double bomb missing right there.
I think if Fudgy stays inside of the 10 CS range, then he'll actually be fine as long as it doesn't. Honestly speaking, if he stays within that 10 CS range, then it's even, in my opinion.
Yep, and Rob actually coming out to a small CS lead here in the mid lane as Thunderbolts is just kind of getting poked down. Maybe Rob is the Zyra god after all. Juice me, Osh, and eat your heart out.
He felt really bad after that game, man. Why you gotta do that?
Oh no, I just know that he's a really good Zyra player.
Yeah.
Hey man, his Zyra pick won us one of our games when we really needed it most last split.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah, he was support though, so it was even like more like, oh what, a Zyra support? He had it banned all the time too. That was the thing. Like they banned him out intentionally. As Labby is down here in this bot lane, but kind of hard to gank a speedy guy who knew you were gonna do that. As we do see some more trading going on here in the top lane. Or Rangers now out of mana as Fudgy is not a part of this gank, but Midnight Wisp going to flash and get the fear onto Oceanics. The exhaust, exhaust not being used, but the ignite coming down from Murphy Raudet. Here comes the Rite of the Arcane. Flash having to be burned. Directed camera takes this away so we know that man lives, because we do not look at non-explosions here on directed camera. I absolutely despise directed camera. This is streaming as much as we have makes me really, really respect those who stream on the side of PMA LCS. Oh, the fear being channeled a little bit too early right there by Labyrinth, not being able to land the fear right there. In that last exchange, though, you did see Fudgy Digiters, when he was retreating, throw the wind wall behind him to try to deny what we were talking about with that Blade Caller return right there. And he's actually ahead right now with Midnight Wisp burning TP to get back in the lane, not to try to get that lead even more exacerbated down the bot lane.
Absolutely.
Well, now we're seeing sixes for the junglers and solo laners. We just saw the ultimate used by Thunderbolts. We haven't seen any of the ults from either jungler or top laner just quite yet.
I really don't foresee Frontlash really getting aggressive here.
Oh, and level 5 here in the mid lane.
A
oh, a nice flash coming out, and the slow. Oh, but then he gets rooted, and Rob just destroys Oceanic, sending him back down to the ocean into his grave. My goodness, Zillion did not know he would do that, apparently. My goodness, what a play, and so much damage coming out from the side of this Zyra in the mid lane.
Alright. I'm sold.
Yep.
Rob is a Zyra.
Oh, Frontlash going on to our Rangers, but Quicksilver's... Oh, the ult dodging from Midnight Wisp onto Murphy Raudet right there, so the ult burned for just 2 cooldowns of abilities, so a great trade for the side of PBB, as they are now, 2,000 gold, well, 1,300 gold up right now. The highest gold lead that they had at any time last game, I believe, because I don't believe they ever had one. Oh, and the ult coming down onto Oceanics, who's going to be going down, the exhaust going down as well. Oh, but they get stunned by the double bomb, and they have to go out. And here comes Rangers right there with the ult coming down. He's going to get one last hit on it, but Murphy Raudet comes by, and here comes Frontlash. Oh, whiffing the ult entirely. Oh, but Rangers has to flash over, and oh, here comes Frontlash right here, taking as much damage as he can onto there, but he's going to give over his life to Oceanics, and what a messy fight coming out of here from the power bottom boys. Zyra is right here, going to try to root, but runs away, and just a lot of miscommunication. It didn't seem like the bot laners were wanting to go on to the Zillion right at that time.
Disastrous play there by PBB. They had everything going for them. I was actually just about to make the comment saying that NTA needs to be really, really careful in this bot lane because of the fact that Oceanics actually lost his life in the mid lane and was only level 4 coming back.
But here comes
a great engage.
Little poke being landed down. Oh, flash assault, but then the ultimate from Labyrinth to get away so he doesn't get locked down. Really nice reaction there by Labyrinth, having to burn his, not having to burn his flash, but his ultimate. But Quicksilver's burning a flash for naught.
Awesome play there by Labby. But as I was saying, Oceanics had just died mid lane and was coming back into the lane, only level 4. Rakan was about to hit level 6, but they got a really nice engage, except Oceanics was able to land the double bomb, giving him enough time to go ahead and get the TP support he needed from O-Rangers and Midnight Wisps to come back and try and help him out in this lane. Just really, it was very well executed, except Oceanics actually hit the double bomb that, to be completely fair, no one would really account for.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that you can also stop that with the Yasuo wind wall, as Power Bottom Boys are looking at this Mountain Drake. I mean, this Drake right here, I believe, is an Infernal. Again, the RNG gods are trying to do as much as they can to help out the side of Power Bottom Boys in all of these games. And the next Drake that will spawn is going to be a Cloud Drake. So that'll be actually really good for rotational play on the side of them. And also a Yasuo with out of comment movement speed. It's really going to be helpful for chasing down some of these kills. Oh, here comes Rob right here. He doesn't have flash. He has ulti, and he can do as much damage as he possibly can. On to Quicksilvers, though. Thunderbolts does not have Rite of the Arcane available. So just a burn ult and ignite on to Quicksilvers, who felt like he couldn't do any more damage. Rob is absorbing 2 ganks right here and getting away with 1 kill.
The ultimate is up.
It is up now. Yeah. It looked like that on that screen. It's very... I hate that.
Doesn't look like he will go for the
no.
snipe.
Ooh, front lash landing the stun in the top lane. I think the only thing is now that Malphite has a Bomby Cinder and the Glacial Shroud. This lane, he needs to get that Trinity Force really quickly. Going back down to that bottom lane play, I don't know if exactly burning your flash right there would have been worth it. You could have gone back to top lane knowing that the TP was burned as well. Summonerless Malphite have Labby come dive him under tower. He didn't have ult or flash, and you still would have had flash to, you know, do it. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, you're just like, I want to get these kills. I need to get ahead.
Yeah. This is actually pretty perilous for Frontlash right now. He cannot take a lot of damage underneath his own tower because Blue Rangers does have the ultimate available. However, there are 3 members of PBB coming up here to support. Blue Rangers does not have flash,
here comes the ult right there. Oh, but he ults away. The root was not timed at the perfect time right there, unfortunately. Also, no fear coming out from Labyrinth. Kind of odd to see that you don't want to proc your fear during the time. But we do see a play probably here in the bot lane as we see Thunderbolts roaming down here. Going to be spotted by the Pink Ward and the Tri-Brush. As he does land some poke, tries to land the stun. Stun does land. Murphy Raudet does get the ultimate off. And Fudgy Ditters is going to take 1 shot of the Arcane. 2, and he dies the Thunderbolts ultimate right there. While meanwhile, Power Bottom Boys were securing the Rift Herald in the top lane. So a kill over for the side of NTA, but Rift Herald for PBB.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Really great rotation there by the side.
Oh, ult onto Rangers. Doesn't land the stun, but gets the fear down as well. Here comes the true damage right here, just trying to absorb as much as he can. This is so much damage. Press the attack going right down there. Labyrinth doing as much as he can. Front lash staying in the back. Doesn't have flash available just quite yet. Labyrinth's going to go a little bit too far. Quicksilver's flashing. I mean, doesn't have flash. Didn't use assault and battery. But Labyrinth having to flash away right there. You think maybe if Front Lash would have gotten 1 more auto attack off, maybe there could have been something done there. But
I just don't think he had the health. The Malphite, because he is building, he now has a Sheen, but was building the armor and as well as having the corruption potions ticking. Frontlash actually would have taken a lot of damage. So Frontlash really not wanting to be a part of that fight. I don't think that was. I think that was the safer option, not going back in.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
We're looking around a 500 gold lead for the side of NTA now with the kill lead right there. First Tower Blood is still available, and now this time Power Bottom Boys have the Rift Herald available to them. So, oh, but here comes Quicksilver's in the top lane. They know that Frontlash has no ult. Does have flash, misses on the flash vault breaker right there. But the ult from the Assault and Battery right there. Double ult, or Rangers taking the kill on the Frontlash, burning his flash right there.
Yeah, I think you need to wait for the you need to wait for the Assault and Battery to go all the way through before. Ooh, just missed.
Well, yeah, Labyrinth. Oh, but here comes Rob flashing and getting the ult, and Root down there gets the red buff, and Rob is 2-0 right now on the Zyra. Rob Zyra God? Question mark? Answer confirmed. Yes.
Really good by Rob there. Only knowing.
Here comes Labyrinth right here onto our Rangers right here, who does have his flash available, but the ult lands from both the top and jungle of the side of Power Bottom Boys, and the shutdown gold going on to Labyrinth right now, which will be huge for him as they do spawn the Rift Hole, and this will be first turret most likely for the side of Power Bottom Boys. This is absolutely huge as the gold lead is equaled.
Yeah, just couldn't get away. With Rangers burning the ult. It did not have the ultimate available, but burning the flash still was not able to get out of range. Frontlash is putting out a lot of damage. Now has that Trinity Force completed, so he will be able to just go ahead and output as much damage as possible.
Yeah, they're
going and taking.
Yeah, on this tier 2 there. Didn't want to stay too long though. Oh, a deep TP flank for more Rangers right here as the rest of the team is trying to focus. Gonna find Labby out. Doesn't have the Unstoppable Force available just quite yet, but will probably land. Oh, a flash coming out from Thunderbolts that misses right there, but the Q damage enough from Ore Rangers to take down Labyrinth right there, as Oceanics does land the root. Has to burn the ult on himself right there. So ult going down, but Midnight Wisp picks up the shutdown gold as well. TP from Thunderbolts to be a part of that kill right there to save the mid lane tower. As Fudgy is going to be caught out by Quicksilver's right here. The ult comes out. No ult used by Fudgy Dithers at this moment, but he gets taken down again a second time from Thunderbolts with this Rite of the Arcane, who's been on point with these so far.
Yeah, Thunderbolts have really been outputting the damage. Staying back, not really taking any fights that they don't need. Very characteristic, actually, of Thunderbolts. The more that I say it, just really being able to stay in the back line and getting these snipes through. Now posting his own 2-0 score, doing a lot of work here.
Yeah. God, I'm so hungry. What the hell? Sorry.
You're alright.
Oh, wait, what is this? Breaking news? Rangers has to ult away. Breaking news. Meteos has been traded from 100 Thieves to FlyQuest.
Oh. Man.
Meteos just got word that my contract was traded to FlyQuest and that FlyQuest does not have a available starting position. I'm not interested in playing Academy, so not sure what I'm going to be doing going forward.
Oof. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Just breaking news here on PMA LCS.
Wow. Well, in any case, so
yeah, trying to look at this Batsuo is not really working out. Is even in farm, but down 3 deaths. You know, and hasn't been able to dodge out on most of the skill shots.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the 2 of these deaths hasn't exactly came from the bot lane. It's come from the arcane.
Rite of the Arcane, yeah.
Rite of the Arcane from Thunderbolts, being able to snipe him out. Really don't have a lot of options there. Does the wind wall actually block
No, it
Rite
won't.
of the Arcane? Okay. So yeah, very limited options on trying to dodge that. As Frontlash is fighting for his life right now, or Ranger's putting in so much damage.
Yeah, looking like a bot lane dive right here. Caught out, suppressed, and Oceanix doesn't even have time to use the ultimate. Murphy Raudet going to try to get the knockup right here, but can't get it. Still tanking tower right here. And Fudgy Ditters finally picks up his first kills. This was a very nice 4-man bot lane kill right there for the side of PBB, getting their Yasuo on the board and going to take this second tower of the game. What a nice coordinated play by PBB.
Third tower.
Oh, yeah, mid lane tower fell during the update.
So really good stuff here by Power Bottom Boys. Actually getting almost a 2K gold lead at this point. Really putting on the pressure. And like I said, really winning out in these tower trades. Frontlash right now is trying his best to defend the top. But Ranger's actually putting out a lot of damage with that frozen.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the bot lane, we missed it, but the flash having to be burned from Quicksilver's, as I believe Labby also tried to flash onto them to try to land the fear and then try to secure that bot lane tower. So both junglers not going to have flash up for the next time that they all meet, as News Team Assemble will have the early rotation onto this mid lane and have priority there to try to take it, but this could mean a fight if they wanted to do it right now.
So first tower down for NTA. They need to be looking to get a little bit more on the side of the map. They do have one dragon under their belt. It is a cloud to PBB's Infernal, and Rift Herald did go over to the side of PBB as well. Honestly speaking, PBB has a really good lockdown of this macro game. And honestly speaking, like the wards that I was talking about, they've been doing it with a little less wards than NTA, but still understanding the macro plays and understanding where NTA have been and their tendencies really come into play here as they're up about 2 towers now.
Yeah, I think NTA is our most wards placed in the entire league. So that is just something to be expected from the side of News Team Assemble. But to your point, now you're almost at that point where the 2-item power spike for Fudgy Ditters on this Yasuo. You've gotten Frontlash out of the top lane, so where he can probably fight almost anybody not named Malphite, and maybe in an extended trade might be able to take down this Malphite with that true damage coming out. But Rob just over here taking some jungle camps and everything. The next dragon will be up within a minute. It will be another Infernal. Man, I wish that Popo had some of these teams, some of this like RNG.
Oh, are they starting this?
They're starting this. They know that Baron has been reduced, and these Zyra plants can actually help with this. There are no pings coming down onto this right now, but now the Rite of the Arcane, they know it and they see it, so they take them off of it without having to burn anything down. Really nice early attempt right there by the Power Bottom Boys, but it's going to be all for naught, and they'll probably have to give away this Drake as well, with most of them having to back in Drake spawning in 20 seconds. They may get there just in time, but they will not be able to place the vision that they need. Oh, Frontlash.
Oh, Frontlash is in a very precarious
Yep, the
situation.
stun does land down to Rangers. Probably understands he's probably going to get dove right here. As the ult does come down, the disarms on everybody right there could help him as much as he can, but he gets knocked up for an eternity as Rob is right here, does land the ult onto Quicksilver's right here. Murphy Raudet trying to do as much as he can, does land the charm onto both of them. Oh, but the ult comes out from Midnight Wisp, able to flash away from both Rangers right there, but here comes Fudgy Ditters on the Yasuo. Oceanix is here with the ult. Rangers is a blinking health bar, but it's just going to be a 1-for-1 trade. The jungler for the top laner right now, as Labby's Blood Scent is trying to hunt out the rest of NTA, but they may be able to get this dragon now as they just eat some of this honey fruit right now. Oh, but a TP being burned from both Thunderbolts and so much damage onto Midnight Wisp where the ult has to be burned from Oceanix. Rob doing as much as he can. Here comes Frontlash trying to land the stun. Does not land it. Does not want to go too far. Here comes Rangers TPing in the back. He is alone and away from his team right now. So a TP burn right at the Arcane coming to land down, trying to get on the Murphy right at 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one hits right there. Rangers is the only one available to even do anything for his team right now. So a bunch of TPs burned, a Drake secured for the side of Power Bottom Boys, and a 1-for-1 kill trade overall.
Actually, PBB came out on top of that.
Yeah.
They ended up getting the second Infernal Drake. They traded the 1-for-1. Midnight Wisp almost went down to Rob as well. Oceanics had to burn the ultimate to attempt to save as well. Honestly, very well played there in reaction to Frontlash getting dove 3v1 in the bottom lane. Really, really good stuff there by Power Bottom Boys.
Yep, as that second Infernal Drake is going to be massive for the side of Frontlash, because double Infernal Drake as you go on later into the game with the true damage coming out from the Conqueror right here. As here comes Labby, as he does have the blood sent onto Rangers. Rangers does have ult available though. The Fear going to land. Ult going to miss from Frontlash, but the Suppress going to be landing onto the Malphite, but the Unstoppable Force used as a way to retreat. He just says, I'm out.
But something that we didn't mention actually was that the second Infernal is going to be huge for Fudgy as well on the Yasuo. Still hasn't gotten the Infinity Edge completed, but once he does hit that power spike, as we were saying earlier, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I believe he's backing right now. He does have 800 gold in his pocket. He stops his back, realizes he probably just needs a little bit more gold for the completion of that IE, because once that is completed, will be...
He can just sell the Targons though, can he?
Yeah, I don't know if you sell it though for like the health. I'm not entirely sure. He's around 1,000 gold. Looking at these CS numbers, small CS lead in the top lane and mid lane, and 80 carry for all the side of NTA, which is helping them with this gold lead. Frontlash gets stunned and takes about a half of his health down, pops the Stair's Gauge, and that's going to probably be a dead Frontlash right here. 2 ults for 1 dead top laner as NTA finds the pick on the Frontlash. Unfortunate events right there for their top laner to be down for the next 30 seconds while Baron is alive.
Yeah, I mean, with the Stair's Gauge, that offers very minimal protection, minimal tank stats. Really great for a fighter, but not to the point where you can tank all of that damage, as we just saw Frontlash getting destroyed by Thunderbolts and Quicksilver's perspective.
Yeah, 2 outer lane tier 1 towers going down for the side of NTA to make this gold lead now 300 for them, as they have finally taken the gold lead back. Meanwhile, Yasuo has finally finished that Infinity Edge, so added 2 items power spike at the exact same time as Midnight Wisp with the lethal attempt of Xayah.
Yeah, he's going to be able to pump out a lot of damage. PBB needs to start warding. I do see 3 pink wards on the side of PBB right now, but honestly speaking, they need to start putting out some more of that vision into their jungle entrances, especially now because they are a little bit on the back foot at this point with the gold lead now completely tied. I feel like if you just go ahead and ward your jungle entrances, you'll have a little bit more information, especially because NTA likes to be aggressive in these type of games where they kind of smell blood and they can say, hey, you know what, if we do a couple of more good plays, this game's going to be in the bag. So I definitely think Power Bottom Boys need the vision in order to go ahead and keep themselves in the driver's seats of this game.
I'm not too into... Oh, what a nice route on the side of Rob. Not even having to burning the ult right here, right at the Arcane and come out. Oceanics having to burn the flash and the ultimate, as the suppress does land on the Midnight Wisp, who QSS is out of it, but then gets charmed on the Quicksilvers right there. And the Zyra ultimate coming out for the disengage as well. So much damage, but in the meanwhile, Rangers solo kills Frontlash in the bottom lane. I'm not sure how that happened. Midnight Wisp about to go down. Rob kills Midnight Wisp as Labyrinth is found. Quicksilvers has to run away as well. So a 2-for-1 trade benefiting the side of NTA. But my goodness, the Malphite is rock solid in this bot lane, killing the Aurelia.
It's just too tanky. I mean, true damage be damned. At this point, like, you cannot cut through that Malphite unless you have something else to cut through that armor. The Iceborne Gauntlet, although really, really great for tank stats, also giving him that damage on the empowered auto attacks with the W. I mean, Frontlash, I think, has to realize this. I don't think he can go heads up versus this Malphite anymore, and I feel like he probably should have tried to realize that 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, we saw him almost opting for the Ravenous Hydra. Decided I want the Merc Treads instead. Oh, as a stun does land on the Labyrinth right there. Or Rangers doesn't have ult, but able to slow down Labyrinth, having to burn the flash right there. As the Ocean Drake is up in 10 seconds, and it looks like this is going to be NTA's to secure. Probably not the one Drake you want to be fighting over right now. Ocean Drake at 30 minutes does do some nice things, but not as nice as it would have done 26 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago.
And O-Rangers now picking up that Abyssal Mass. See, not even taking the damage that he needs to be taking from the Zaya Day, actually.
Yeah, trying to find someone, but a nice 3-man ult from more Rangers as the disarm comes out from the Aurelia, but Labyrinth is on the back line and just dies. The Oceanics reviving Quicksilver's. Fudgy Ditters goes down to Thunderbolts once again. Frontlash tries to flashes away, but Rangers and Quicksilver's pick him up. As Rob is the only member alive as they are pings onto the Baron for NTA, as they have just blown this game wide open and will probably secure this Baron right here at 31 minutes.
Pretty easily. A great 3-man ultimate by O-Rangers, making sure that they capitalize on that dragon. I don't really see a way for PBB to come back from this. They really have to stem the bleeding at this point. O-Rangers is so tanky, but outputting so much damage. Rob has to try and make something happen, but I think it's going to be all
flash from Thunderbolts as director camera takes me away for a second, and then Oceanics is going to pick up the kill on the Rob. So just delaying the inevitable and giving some more gold over to the side of NTA before they secure this Baron.
Oof. Man, this Malphite has come in pretty clutch at this point. I now understand why they decided to ban the Alawi. Labyrinth almost sniffs it out. I do now understand why they decide to ban the Alawi, because honestly speaking, Frontlash on this Aurelia, although he did have an amazing first blood against the Malphite, honestly speaking, pretty neutered at this point. Can't really go heads up against the Malphite anymore. And honestly speaking, I just foresee the Malphite split pushing until the end of time, knowing that he has the tank stats to 2v1, maybe even 3v1.
Yeah, you mentioned that first blood kill. That is the only kill that has gone over to Frontlash. Has only been a part of 2 more kills in the entirety of this game now, but 6 deaths with over, the most deaths on his team. I feel like there could have been a lot more coming out from the side of PBB with diving and abusing that top lane matchup for the side of Frontlash right there. But we're at 32 minutes right now. This mid lane tier 2 is not long for this world, as Riv would say. Warwick was split pushing in the bot lane to try to get that minion wave out, while Rangers is away from the team trying to push the top lane tower. They're probably trying to look for some sort of engage right here, but how do you do this without Murphy just going in? And we really haven't seen the last breaths that have been of any effect right now from this Yasuo.
Labby is actually sniffing it out.
He gets the ult onto Oceanics, who does go down. Quicksilver's is charmed up right there. They get one. Fudgy gets 1 kill. Fudgy gets 2 kills right there. Rangers oofs and misses an ult right there. They're going to get Thunderbolts right there. A shutdown gold going on to this Aurelia right here, as Rangers and Oceanics are actually the only 2 available right now.
He's level 18.
Yeah, level 18, level 15, and 16. So he is the highest member right now. But I feel like they could chase this down, but they want to just push these waves out right now, as there's only 2 Baron buffs remaining for the side of NTA. What a great engage by Labyrinth onto Oceanics, knowing that he would have to self-ult himself. Frontlash trying to do as much damage as he possibly can. Going to take 2 bombs of damage right there. But overall, just a 3-for-2 trade that benefits the side of Power Bottom Boys. They were even able to save that mid lane tier 2.
That's the light in the end of the tunnel right there. Fudgy Ditters needs to keep on making those types of plays. Really good sight on who needs to die at what time. Picking up the early kill onto Quicksilver's, knowing that he was so low from Rob pumping out the CC, and then
ult right onto from Rangers onto Murphy Raudette. The right of the Arcane comes out. They do expend 2 ultimates just to secure this tier 2 tower, and the TP was burned from Thunderbolts to keep using what of this Baron buff that they had left. Or Rangers trying to go right frick. Look at Murphy Raudette go in and just charm everybody up. Fudgy Ditter's gonna lay a 3-man ultimate on top of Rob's Zyra ultimate. Gonna take down all Rangers as well as Midnight Wisp, and gets disarmed by Frontlash right there. That is a huge shutdown, and Thunderbolts is just running away. It is a 1-for-4 on the side of Power Bottom Boys, where they're just saying, we're going to go full LPL on your ass and just go straight up and fight.
Insane. Rob with the premier...
Oh my god.
With the premier ultimate, giving Fudgy Ditters, enabling Fudgy Ditters' last breath, getting that kill onto, I believe it was Quicksilver's. Really good stuff there. I mean, Rob is just pumping out so much damage, and now finally being able to enable Fudgy Ditters to go in and do that damage that Yasuo does so well.
Now there is only TP available on all Rangers, but this Elder Drake will be spawning in 30 seconds. They have to answer this top lane and get some vision down, but like,
I don't know. This is gonna be crucial. Whoever wins this.
Yeah, you have to come down now if you're the side of NTA. They spot out Quicksilver's right here. Can they get the catch on the Quicksilver's right now? Oh. It's the double ult right there, and a flash, and Frontlash picks up the kill. That almost will secure this dragon for the side of Power Bottom Boys, as there is no smite available, but they're still just playing the bait game.
Poised.
Oh, Rangers goes in chain. He has to ult away, so now, and a double bomb that could have been capitalized on, but they used the ult away. That is so unfortunate. Rob still has the ultimate available from Zyra. Lands a double knockup right there from Fudgy Ditters. Oh my goodness, they're just shredding away at this Drake right now. Right at the Arcane, trying to come down and steal it right here, but the smite good from Labyrinth, as they're going to be looking for the engage right now. Oh, but a double stun bomb coming out from Oceanics, which is just huge to stop the rest of the potential re-engage from the side of PBB.
And Baron's up in 1:30. This is definitely Power Bottom Boys game to lose at this point. They have the Elder Dragon. They have 2 Infernal Drakes under their belt. They are slowly clawing back into this game. They actually have a 2K gold lead at this point as well. They need to press. They need to drop these wards, and they need to keep picking out. Quicksilvers. This is the second time Quicksilvers has just been picked off right before an objective. They need to keep that up in order for them to close this game out.
Something that we've also seen is that in 2 of the past 3 fights, All Rangers has missed or had to use his ult defensively, which has been huge for the side of NTA not being able to clean up these fights, because when such an impactful ult like that is not used effectively or efficiently, it just takes away so much of what your team is built around doing. As our Rangers is not here, as they're pressing up mid lane right now. One thing I do want to commend Power Bottom Boys on is their side lane control has been pretty good this game in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Having to have either Thunderbolts or Rangers answer right here, as they're looking to press this bot lane tier 2 tower right now, which is just going to be melted down when they have this Elder Drake with the double Infernal.
Baron is live at this point as well. This could be something that Power Bottom Boys are looking for. No, they are looking for this bottom tier, tier 3 tower. They want to break open this base. They want to bust this game wide open, and they feel like they're going to do it right here. But there's a lot of wave control from the side of Thunderbolts and Oceanics. They can control the wave. I don't foresee them being able to push that through without a Baron, and I think that's exactly where they're going right now.
Yeah, but now there's a top lane building for the side of NTA pushing towards Power Bottom Boys. There's not that much gold in the inventories of either side, so you don't, TP being burned from Frontlash right here on the top lane has finished his Titanic Hydra, which is going to be huge in shredding some of these more tankier members, especially Rangers right here. And almost done with the Spirit Visage, so any of the healing that is done right here will be good. Here comes Labyrinth onside of Rangers right here. Gets the fleet down. Rangers taking a lot of damage, but the root doesn't land from Rob. Not able to follow up on the semi-engage of Labyrinth right here. Bloodthirster finished for the side of Fudgy Dithers. This fight could be the fight that decides the rest of the game. The Elder Dragon buff has timed out. Oh, massive amounts of damage coming out on side of Midnight Wisp from just the root of the Zyra, as they're just looking to walk into this. What do you want to see right here? As I believe at any moment a fight could break out. Labyrinth posturing forward, or Rangers as well. Fudgy just needs to play this fight so well.
Bot lane is pushing for the side of NTA, I do believe. I think it may have off of the tower. So there's not.
Rangers go there, but in the backline, Rob gets a massive ulti right there, and Fudgy Dinners and Front Lash are able to pick up 3-4 kills right there, a double kill right there. Rangers get there, just go and kills Rangers at the end, pushing mid lane. Oh my goodness, what an engage from the side of PBB, as this most likely will be game for them, as the death timers are so excruciatingly long at this point.
I don't know. The waves are actually not in the favor now. I think they take 2 towers here, maybe even the inhibs, and then go for the Baron. But I don't think they can end.
We're about to find out.
In 10 seconds.
Here they go. They're going to go for the end right now. They feel like they have the time and they have the damage to this double Infernal Drake. They're going to take down the first Nexus Tower. The second Nexus Tower comes down, and this will be the game going down for PBB, taking the 1-1 in the series.
Wow. And then emphatic game 2. Wow. Absolutely insane. Power bottom boys powering back into this game with Fudgy Ditters at the helm. It just immensely effective. Also, huge shout out to Rob, enabling and putting out so much damage. I don't even want to look at those.
Well, I will for the rest of the screen.
Okay, that's fine.
Rob putting out as much damage, 2,000 more than the Xerath. 32,000 in a 41-minute game. What a great... I think this is going to be... I think you got to give the MVP to Rob. I think Rob was able to... I was trying to think about it during the game, and it was, okay, Labby has some really good picks, and Rob did that well, but if it was NTA, it was either going to be Rangers or Thunderbolts, and then it just turned out that last engage, which we didn't see the initiation at the beginning because of director camera, thank you.
Well, actually, it was that last team fight. Rangers actually tried to hit a 3 or 4 man ulti, ended up missing and only catching Labyrinth in that ultimate, and unfortunately lost his life. Rob was actually nowhere near. It was actually poised more towards the blue side of the lane, and was able to drop the ultimate and the damage before NTA could go and back up Rangers. So just really, really crucial and very good disengage from Rob, but also pumping out the damage as well, which Zyra does.
Yeah, mid lane Zyra actually having the 4th most gold on his own team, yet still being able to pump out all that damage with only 3 items right there. That is what you call a really good zoning ult right there. You see the engage, no one's able to follow up on it, and just put Midnight Wisp and Oceanics on the back foot right there, especially Thunderbolts as well, probably getting caught out by that. I'd like to see that again. Let's make the MVP poll. We both say Rob right here. Tell us what you think. That is a 1-1 for the side of both NTA and Power Bottom Boys. Vision scores. Murphy Raudet with 109 vision score. Oceanics with a 99 following that. Wow. Alright, let's get a MVP poll going here. I wish I could just... Can I do this? Hold on. I want to just watch that team fight one more time. Can you make the...
I forgot how to do it.
straw poll? Just go to straw poll. And then just post the link.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, what? Why doesn't it show? Oh, it's custom. That's why. Never mind, I can't do it. Whew! Well, if we could probably get the game 1 MVP was Midnight Wisp. And we want to get the captains of both teams in there, which I believe are Fudgy Ditters and or Rangers. And once we get this MVP poll posted, just post, and we'll probably open it up for about 2 minutes to, you know, just try to make it happen for everybody.
Sorry, I'm really
No, that's
slow
fine.
right
You're
now.
doing fantastic, bud. I don't think I can, Rob, only because it is a custom game.
There's the straw poll. I'll spam it a couple times.
Yeah. There's your straw poll right there. I am not a robot. Yeah, so I can't do it because it's a custom game. One of y'all have to do it. I think because, yeah, it only shows your own custom games. That's unfortunate, but it's okay going forward. I just want to see that last team fight in its entirety. As we're probably going to wrap this up here in just a second. Rob has 6 votes to 1. I think we're just going to call it right there. I don't think anything's going to happen. Rob, if you can come join us with our Rangers as well, and to the player of the game interviews, as we're going to jump in there right now.
Oh yeah, what's up? What a game. That was fun.
Wow. Hold on. Sebastian. Come join us. Sebastian? Sebastian? Okay. Sebastian is... I don't know what's going on. Alright, so... Wait, Rob? Damn it.
What the fuck? I mean, what the heck?
What the wisp?
Family stream.
Sorry, boys.
But congratulations to both teams right now, as we have representatives from both teams here. Finally, Sebastian has joined us.
Sorry.
It's okay. Mouse Cop, any idea where your captain is?
I don't know.
I mean, I can
Thank
track
you.
him in.
He's in his chat.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Guy Fieri?
Hello.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot.
All right, so congratulations, 1-1. Chat, bring in your questions as we're going to ask some of the questions. Congratulations on the 1 win for both, as that puts you at now 9-7 for NTA and 8-8 for the side of Power Bottom Boys. So you now are tied with Popo's pecking order. They are here, could surpass you if they get a 2-0, which they're playing over on PMA SGN right now. But for this game in particular, let's just talk about that game 2 real quick. Why Batsuo and why Zyra?
Rob said we were planning on honestly the Zoe first pick, but Rob said he didn't want it or whatever. So Rob just kind of said, pick me the Zyra, it'll be good. And then we picked it. And we're like, wait, that's so good because they know Murphy plays Zyra, so it'll bait them. And then
that worked so well, actually. That was next level.
And then it baited them into picking Zaya and not Rakan. And we're like, well, Rakan's a knockup champion. And then we're thinking Zyra's a knockup champion. And I said, well, 80 carry sucks shit right now, so let's give me Batsua. And,
just for the record, Batsua got carried hard, dude.
a little bit. I mean,
A little bit.
No,
A little bit.
Primarily been a lot of
True.
No, I know. I'm just trolling you.
I mean,
So,
if it,
I mean, like,
the Batsua would have.
If I didn't get farm, if I got shut down and dumpstered, it's probably but Yasuo usually goes either way. So I think going even on Yasuo and that sort of a game is against an AD carry is actually not too bad. If I do say something.
Yeah.
I had to laugh. I had to laugh at one point. I had base, and I was literally about to tell Botlane, like, I have TP. I'm looking for a chance to TP God if they do something dumb. And then you did something dumb.
Dude, we took your fucking Zillion down to like 1 HP.
I know.
And I was like, God, like a Triumph prop would have saved me. It would have been like a hell of a.
And then I clapped you for the second time in the set.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. We.
It's more. It was more rewarding to hear the Orin clap and the Malphite clap. Just the.
Yeah, I think I think it was unfortunate because we did see a bunch of your missed ultimates, but we didn't see you 1v1.
A bunch.
Yeah, but we didn't see the 1v1 on front lash though. Like it directed camera was fucked.
Oh, that was fucking juicy, dude. That was a juicy 1v1. I was he had Sterix, and I was like, Sterix is gonna pop. I have to hold. Sterix is gonna pop, and then Sterix never popped. I'm like, oh, it's on cooldown. Okay, and then I just killed him.
Yeah. So great plays by Rob, who has a fan club saying that Rob is God. And then for the side of Midnight Wisp, your game 1 MVP was probably shut up, Eric. Was probably one of the best 80 carry performances we've seen the entire split. Maybe outside of OP last night, but I think on the same champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Just for the record, the oh my god was in support.
I know.
Like Chris played out his brains. I wasn't like dogging.
I know.
It.
I just wanted you to shut
up. Listen, kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Lucian's a good champion. He's one of my favorites. He's pretty good. What can I say? And also, shout out to my boy Reese for subbing in, doing some spicy Morgana
and
vibes.
Changing his name.
Couldn't have done it without him.
Those are a little spicy.
So yeah, he changed his name for the sub, dude. The most loyal sub.
Yeah,
ever.
I think your former mid lane now support was very much in support of your Moose's change name. Watched the last part of the game of Game 2 and watched all of Game 1 through Wi-Fi. And if there are any questions in chat, I don't know what this does for playoffs.
I can go.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that
it just
playoffs is the fucking.
Yeah, it just because if a 2-0 from either team would have almost solidified playoffs, especially for NTA.
Well, a 2-0 from us would have.
But
clinched.
now we gotta watch what happens on these other streams tonight, and then we'll know for sure.
We still have a chance at a first round bye
if Anime Schlongs.
If Long Anime Schlongs doesn't, if they win 2 games, then they need 2 games to clinch first round bye. So
well, you better clinch up for that one, Eric.
Yikes! Good one, Nate. That was really funny.
Look, man, I make a joke every year, and it's gonna be that.
Okay. What's funny about the first game when I stole the Baron? I didn't know that I took the Baron until I walked back to mid lane and the Baron minions came around our minions. I was like, wait, I took the Baron?
Oh my god,
we
it was
didn't
fucking
know either
hilarious.
until Laddie said I didn't get it, and then we all went outside.
It was fucking hilarious too. Like that fight's happening, and I'm just chilling behind, and I was about to base and like TP in or something,
Baron,
and then everything happens, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, and I'm just
Baron
like,
knocked
and he's like, what? And
yeah, like my team, they were reacting, but like I didn't know that I had it, and I was just like, oh, okay, I just killed a couple people, chill.
And then literally
just like,
30
oh,
seconds later, he's like, oh my god, I got Baron.
Shit.
It was fucking hilarious. Shit.
Yeah, it was very, very crazy overall fight that was going on right there during that time. You know, didn't even know that you had stolen the Baron here on the side of the caster desk until Sebastian screamed.
Oh my god, is Sinu's about to win a game?
No spoilers on this stream.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
But
Bye.
I think that's gonna be it. We will make everybody go over and watch the PMA SGN, as I'm just gonna do the command.
I didn't say really quick. There is a game on SGN right now. PMA LOL, OEGLAS are actually going to be moving to LCS, so you can stay here for that series.
Yeah. PMA. Hold on. PMA SGN. GG, both teams. Okay, I don't have host commands because I'm not the person who owns this channel. So go over to PMA SGN, watch it right now. It's a great game going on right now for both teams, and we will see you back here in a little while for LAS versus Ocean's E-Girls.